What is going on, guys? Delta4O signing in. Welcome back to another daggone freaking crispy video. You might remember that I made a video on Pine Springs, off of a video of Pine Springs. And today, very late, it's like, it's Thanksgiving. Pine Springs is in the summer. This is so late, it's not my fault. We'll get to that in a bit. This time, it's actually my video, so that's nice. Anyway, now that my voice has cracked at least once, I think we can get started. So again, welcome everyone to this Crispy Pine Springs video. First of all, this video is brought to you by Kabing Bong. So you're probably going, what the freak is that? This is my plan. So you see me with this shirt on, you know, I get like a car or something and you see this on my keychain. Or, I don't know, I'm on my phone and you see this on my phone. And so you ask, well, what is AIM? Saw puppy, and you know what I say? I say something I'm not part of. I have so many texts. Sunday Walmart rewards? What the heck? Alright, so we have Ash, Kaylee, and Olivia in alphabetical order. You can go with the obvious one, you know, the tree, oak. If you're like Texan, what you would call okra, oka. You can do ACO if you're freaking Texan and you want to say acorn. You can do some kind of like, I don't know, Chinese dish, cow. You can do one of the Bionicle books that we never got, Koa. Honestly, if my brother watches this video, he'll appreciate that one. If you're in the middle of saying okay, but you're like in the middle of a daggum hemorrhoid, you say aok. 2 out of 3 of them followed me around Pine Springs for literally no reason. They had nothing to do but sit in the log cabin watching Netflix, and you know, who knew? I mean, Raul might be there, you know? I mean, they followed me around Pine Springs, recording me, being an absolute idiot, alright, being the absolute idiot. For some reason, my boy Zach was following. Zach was... Let's just freaking get started. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at all of the videos today. I just want you to know, Ash sent me these. It's been so freaking long since Pine Springs. She never freaking sent them. I hopped on my sister's phone and I was like, hit me up with them daggum crispy, and she's like, I'll hit you up in a second. 4 months later, these are in no particular order. It's gonna be probably out of order because I don't have them like organized or anything, so that stinks. We're just gonna get started.
Yo, sorry, you should hop on.
What are you doing?
Did you get that? What
Yes,
said about my brother?
Green Skittles.
You probably did. Here you go.
I really don't. I don't want to talk about green Skittles right now.
You should hop on.
Hashtag that. All right, let's go. Let's have like a 10-minute tracking track.
10 tracking. No, that's not.
Bro, hop on.
Are we coming? Fun.
Bro, get on, Sawyer.
No, put that back, Zach.
Okay. All right.
Why is it saying Papa Willie every time you try and move it?
All right.
Like,
First of all,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I just want y'all to know, like, I'm gonna try it, like, I'm really gonna try not to be like a daggum tool bag this whole video, but I just want y'all to notice I'm making progress because that shot is shot at an upward angle.
Walk
Zach.
faster. Do you have celiac or something?
This, actually.
All right.
Celiac is a big deal at Pine Springs.
We're gonna go.
Celiac fluctuates so freaking high at Pine Springs. It's already a big deal right now, but when I get to Pine Springs, everyone knows that I have celiac.
Go visit Olivia while she's doing dishes.
Okay.
Where's Kaylee?
Okay, I thought you were about.
Okay,
Ash did not record that.
no.
That's something weird. That upsets. Well, I'm sorry.
I thought y'all were Raul coming up the stairs. I got so scared for a second.
Does Raul like to come in your cabin?
This is a good time for
He lives in our cabin. I'm not even kidding.
weird.
Wait, he lives in your cabin?
Yeah.
Bro, I gotta get some chocolate.
Right.
I had to be the one to like drag them out of their cabin to record. So honestly, it's
Shout out to the camera people. Where are you going?
Zach.
Hold my breath. This is
What we we would do is we'd be like in the new chapel and we'll go get our food. We'll be let out like by families or something. If you're wearing this color shirt, go ahead, you know, and so we all get let out. I just walk right out because I can't even have their daggone food, so I just walk right out. And I mean, most of the time, like what I will do is I'll just try not to get into a confrontation where I'm like, freaking leave me alone, I got my own food. I literally, like, it'll be like family, you know, 40, and there aren't 40 families, and I'll just stand right up and I'll get in the crowd of people, and a lot of them are like, and I'm just like, you know, booking it. And the thing is, Zach would go with me because basically Zach would literally just go and help me make my food, like, and just keep me company while I'm making my food. Followed me around. So, you know, since he was following me around, he also had to follow me around while we're doing this documentary, which isn't documenting anything except how stupid I am.
What am I going to do? Is I'm going to empty this.
No, we're not gonna do that. Sawyer, don't touch your mouth
Sawyer,
to it.
that's not healthy.
That's gluten. I'm not going to touch that. By the way, you see this right here? Don't stop recording. That little boy right there, they didn't tell me, mainly the person recording, which I will tell you later, didn't tell me that the blindfolds still had flour on them, and I touched it, and that happened. And it stings. Alright, you touch it, and it burns. Alright, come on.
I faked everyone out, okay? What they did was they have this flower bomb war that I don't participate in. They wrap it up in like paper. And so in this case, it was like blindfolds, and they'd wrap it up, and then, you know, you'd like play dodgeball essentially. It's like some kind of capture the flag dodgeball thing. So I never play because it's flour, and so then we were doing this activity thing as a family. It was like an obstacle course of a bunch of chairs, and it's like you just get from here to there. You're blindfolded, and one of your family members is just telling you left, right, you know, just go for it, like, to get through the chairs. The thing was, they start putting the blindfold on me, and they're like, oh my goodness, we used to do this for the flower bomb war. I'm like, I was wondering why. It went on for so long. Everyone, like, it spread around the camp. Everyone thought that if I touched gluten, I would die. And it was a thing for so long. Like, we'd be at Fuzzy's preparing for VBS, like, you know, back home. And I would be carrying the plates for everyone, not even for me. And I'm getting back, and the ambulance are just like, Sawyer, don't touch it. We had this parent youth meeting coming up, and I went to a Monday night Bible study at Mike's house, and he was like, we'll figure out a way for Sawyer to help, without touching anything. I'm like, Mike, I'll be fine if I touch it. And he's like, oh, I got okie doke. Wednesday night comes around. First thing I get is, you freaking heathen. Kaylee was more guilty than Olivia was, and Kaylee didn't even do anything wrong. And Olivia was like, bud, you old freak. You will see Ash later, don't worry. Oh,
alright, come on.
3 minutes, here we go.
Okay.
Whoa, look how small. Imagine if a drink was
You're
actually
walking like you have
this size.
celiac. Come on.
You have celiac.
I do have
I
celiac.
cannot believe she just said that.
That's why you said you're walking with
Why
celiac.
would you say that? You can't
Okay.
see there.
What's gonna happen is we're gonna visit the two peeps. One of them is another camera woman.
Who's the other
Can I
peep?
go get my phone real quick?
I think if Tyler was here.
Can I go get my phone
This
real
would be
quick?
bad.
Yeah, go get your
My
phone.
brother
Yeah,
said
you
it
can
was
go do
fine. So,
Come on.
what, am I planning on going to see Kaylee? Because that didn't happen.
So this is Ash. When she
Oh.
plays pickleball, she looks like a disabled penguin.
Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
What?
Don't do
They're
it.
not gonna
Don't
put
do
that in
the
video
thing?
now.
Okay, I will.
Turns around and does the thing. Bet.
Also,
Wait, did I actually not do it?
she did that to me.
I did not. You
So
lied.
don't call people to say. I'm saying, boys.
Zach, get your mouth off of that.
We were playing this water balloon volleyball with my family where you get like a tarp and there's a water balloon and you just play volleyball. You lift the water balloon up with a tarp. And I was at the front, like closest to the net, and I was doing like this double pump thing where it'd be like boom, boom, and just hit super hard over the net. And I was doing that, and every time that we lifted the tarp up, it would go and it would just scrape away. And so at the end, my whole knuckle, you could see the bone.
Anyway, so basically,
Ah,
boys,
please let's not do that.
don't call women disabled penguins.
Really don't.
Because they will do stuff like this to you.
They won't do that.
That's not why.
Oh
Yes.
my. Do you hear that? My goodness. I could have broken the wall.
Is that not why?
No.
Why did you?
It was an accident.
It was.
She didn't
That's
even.
what they all say.
That's what they all say. Okay, so we're gonna go visit Olivia and Kaylee while they're doing dishes to make them feel better.
Wait,
Because,
was Kaylee there?
Sawyer, you gotta walk this way, buddy.
Do you?
Yeah,
That's the path. They say stay on the path. Okay.
this is the path.
Okay.
Well, I gotta go get my phone, bro.
Go get your phone, brother. So
Why are you standing around going, honey? Give up.
she was serving chicken all alone.
Saves
And
me
I was like,
storytelling.
get me some chicken.
me some
And she was like, no, you're gonna die. Which I was going to, but she doesn't, do stuff like that. And
And yeah, she was mad.
I'm gonna bring that up as many times as possible.
What?
Oh yeah, you have proven that, you tool bag. Oh my goodness, Oivy got locked out of her house.
Like this.
No.
And
Technically, it wasn't me. Carrie was the
Anyway.
one that gave you
It
the
was
blindfold.
Carrie.
anyway.
Carrie was
Stop.
upset.
Anyway. No! Anyway.
Me skipping like that was the disabled penguin move. Oivy just texted, you're getting cold.
Yesterday she told me she hated me,
Who?
Olivia.
Oh. Well, let's go see her.
And then
Why'd you say that? Like, oh, let's go see her.
Oh my
and not
goodness.
record it.
Carrie.
Oh my goodness.
Say hi.
He's making a video for his
Yeah.
YouTube channel,
Documentary.
Oh,
and I'm the
okay.
camera person.
She and
Did you hear that?
Olivia
She's like,
are
I'm the
camera
camera person.
Nice. How's it going?
Well, we're going to.
Like, look at this angle.
What's up, guy?
Like, it's like.
So,
Yeah.
is there anything you wanted to say?
We're going to meet.
So like he just held up to my ear was like he had this mic app on his phone that he got for no reason. Whatever the heck this thing is at the top, you would just press down on it and the mic would go. And so what we would do, it was so funny, we'd go nipple detector and we'd go.
Meet friend. By the way, she has a crush on me.
This one.
All right,
Okay.
let's go.
Wait,
Maybe it's the other way around.
No.
Yes.
is here.
Sure. You know what?
Oh, yes.
I love
I
friends.
got it on camera.
I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna please the camera woman and say sure, alright? I have a crush on Jesus, so. First thing Ash did was take like a screenshot of this or something and send it to my brother.
This is friend's friend. Advertise that coat. All right.
Cocaine.
Cocaine. All right. Now this-
Oh my goodness, I haven't changed at all.
You look so hurt. You know that? Are you okay?
Yep.
Is she crying?
No.
Are you crying?
It's like a day too soon.
We're gonna have a Dunkirk party, and then
I'm not even.
we're gonna have a prestige party.
I'm
and
not
it's gonna
invited because Sawyer's weird.
I'm sorry, Zach. And Mike just walks up to me and he just punches me in the arm. And he's just like, yo, bro, can I come to your Dunkirk party? And I'm just looking at him like, first of all, like, I'm already planning on introducing you to this beautiful movie. What party? Sitting in the new chapel, Amer's behind me, and I turn around, I'm like, who the freak called it a Dunkirk party? And you can just see Ashley just like, next video. What was even, may see that I'm wearing something very comfy here. My sister Peyton gave me this. She wore a blue and gray one. I like this purple gray one. It was very nice. Oh my goodness, look who it is. This is like her only daggum appearance in the daggum video. Interstellar.
Go, Sawyer.
go. I love you, Dad.
I loved you. Wait.
I really miss you, man. Normally I could just like walk in there and you'd have my corn dogs ready. But the oven stinks. And so the corn dogs are bad. Thank you, Mother, for
See the whole time,
You know,
so I wasn't even really
doing that.
anything. I was just on.
I'm tired. Thanks for giving me celiac as well. No, I'm not. Are you gonna go get your phone?
Hey, intro.
Intro?
Okay. I already did an intro. Basically, let's hear. I'm sitting there, and Olivia is straight up, just in prone on the sidewalk, just like this, lying on the ground with her phone up. She looked like a freaking sniper.
What's going on, guys? That's what I was telling him.
Hey, get out of shot.
Get out of here, Zach.
Get out the shot.
What is this intro about? I'm at Pine Springs.
I love how like this is in the middle of the video. I'm not even putting this at
I'm
the
already
beginning.
my mother's favorite child in my family. Which is
That
like
is
my
true.
third year.
Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain.
Which is like my
What was that,
third year in a row. You be quiet.
Excuse you.
I really hope Tyler doesn't watch this. Because he's going to see that and he's going to be upset.
Why?
Why? Because I'm disrespecting an older woman, that's why.
I have a plan and I will share it with you.
It is to eat cheese fries.
What plan? Oh, how cute.
Are you actually recording?
Yes. This is why Apple should record audio with your time lapses, because I would go into the editor and slow this down so I could hear. I said many meaningful things in that video, and it was a time lapse.
If you catch it, it gets in your eye. It gets in your eyes, and I don't need paint in my eyes, which I already have. I don't want to die.
Watching a girl PCA be like,
Kind of fast.
Because that's what happened yesterday. Alright, first of all, my nose is red. It's not even sunburnt or anything. I don't know what it's about.
it was sunburned. I just couldn't feel it for a very long time, but eventually it did start to hurt.
Ah! I was about to say don't trip, and then I tripped. Hello. There's a new person behind the camera now. Did I already introduce you? No, I didn't? Okay. This is Olivia. She's tall as flummery. She ain't got celiac.
Alright, she got so offended when I say that. Basically, flummery is just like an expression of extremity. So if someone is tall, they're tall as flummery.
She likes purple Skittles. Check this out. She's already about to walk away. Here you go.
Thanks.
You want to say thank you? Oh, she said thank you. Oh, what the heck? What the heck? I did not even...
Mm-hmm. See, that is... Alright, first of all, that is the first camera woman. I know she looks innocent, but she is far from innocent.
Here again.
You can
I don't know why y'all keep like stopping the videos out of nowhere.
because long videos take up much
But-
battery.
Here goes Zach.
Alright, let's go make my hair.
My hair was bad in that, in the dodgeball thing because of what's about to happen.
Hair.
What else? Say something about yourself.
Yes.
Exactly. She has bad knees.
Oh my, oh, that's so cringe, that's so cringe. Olivia, on behalf of past Saw Puppy, I'm freaking sorry, alright? I cannot believe I said that.
I have celiac, okay? If that makes you feel better. Ah!
Thank you.
Hi, Marty. Hey, buddy. How are you? Could you get Marty?
Yeah, we should definitely get Marty.
Get me for what?
This is Marty. We're making a documentary.
Documentary, they're following you around. This is your attaché,
Yes.
your crew, okay?
Yes.
So, what's up, man?
I was just saying hi.
I'm saying hi too. How
All
are
right.
you?
Have fun.
You too. We're heading to town.
Okay.
See you later.
I like your socks.
She's told me that twice. You just like socks, don't you, Matt?
Oh, by the way,
My mom's fault.
this is a shirt I got from most frequent commenters. That's pretty lit. Shout
I love
out.
how I'm holding a Sprite in all these videos.
Still.
It's like an old man always having a whiskey on him.
Right, first thing. Come on. Here.
Ooh,
Hold my
she
price
did it
tag.
too. That's not
I'm
allowed.
about to do like a boys, this is how you do your hair to impress women.
This,
Never mind, that's weird. Dang it. I had a really weird conversation yesterday. It was so awful.
Oh.
So awful. Do you remember that?
I know what conversation that is. You know what I'm saying, Ash?
Oh, he's going to get his hair wet because he's weird.
And Kaylee. Olivia wasn't there, but it was definitely about you. The idiot. I would still do that though. I would.
Sorry, I might just get a waterfall for that.
I have my comb on me. Oh
Get
my
it
goodness.
all the way back, boys.
This is why my ow.
Got stuck.
This is why my hair was like that.
I'm not going to.
Dodgeball paint them.
Does it look good?
Carry a comb with you?
Does it look
I
good?
literally, I
went and got it.
I knew I was gonna do this, and so I literally got my comb
Yeah, look
and
good.
had it on me.
You need to put the
I
right
never have a
side
comb on
to the
me,
left side.
This one?
but I did
No,
for
it needs
this.
to go straight down.
Straight down.
Zach, help him out.
Zach, help me know. Zach can't help. Never ask Zach for help with your hair.
Alright. No,
He
no,
just
no,
likes
no,
his flat
Alright,
down.
no, we have to space out the green ones.
She just about to take all the.
So there's more green ones than any
Good.
other.
What do I call you when I'm mad at you?
Let me see. Not woman.
Not woman.
Alright, not
Let me
woman.
see.
Girl.
I
I'm
have
gonna say not woman from now on.
your hair looks really ugly still. Let me fix it.
Never ever.
Okay, what should we go do now?
Let me be your
Never
personal
been mad at
salon.
Ash. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, we need to do interviews, that's right.
Of who?
Of our camera people. I think we're very good at interviews.
So do you want me to interview, like, hold the camera?
Well, we need to get our interview.
Okay,
questions,
Olivia, what are you doing?
which I I kind of forgot them now.
can empty.
Oh wait, that's my Sprite. I need to. What if I got my hair wet with Sprite and then I did it? It would act as.
Why don't you
my-
drink it? You should drink that.
What? I'm just gonna walk on. Okay.
About like a quarter as much as I quote movies, they're quoting memes and vines.
Time lapse or something?
No.
Or slow mo?
Yo, remember that time last when you had him sitting down and he
Do
was
you have like a
scooching and it looked
negative effect on it or something?
Well,
No, 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 no.
I'm looking for my husband, but I know the dog's with me.
You hold it and like find a good.
But you know, you probably wouldn't know. You know where my celiac is.
But we knew who the dog
the
was.
dog, see? That's
What?
why.
What's happening over there?
All right, good. Get it.
Oop.
Oh no. Oh wow.
What am
Have you? Are you recording like this useless? I'm
I?
interviewing
Useless
her.
garbage.
All right.
No.
No.
Switching seats.
Anyway, well, I mean, like, she was just like, you got this, Sawyer, and she told me I was okay, and so now I'm like, I am okay. Also, blindfold. Yeah, so basically, if you if you have celiac, don't touch gluten.
Touch gluten all you want.
Whatever you do, don't touch it because stuff like this will happen.
No, it won't.
Okay, what should we go do now?
She's flipping the
We
camera.
should go do
dude.
something.
What should we go do?
Something.
We should go meet new people. You wanna go
Not
meet-
again.
You wanna go meet new people?
We literally
Do you? Yeah, just do a crispy shot. Okay.
Oh wait, hold on.
I'm gonna ring the.
No, wait. Holy flummery? What? That, honestly, that just looks like a historical image. Put some kind of filter over that and it would look like an old World War I photo with me and my officer who has clearly never seen combat before. So, first of all, my family, it was composed of literally like all younger girls. The thing is, I was a freshman last year, I'm a sophomore this year. Literally, Wagan was the only person older than me. It was just younger girls, alright? And the thing was, I'm pretty sure at the beginning of the week, they at least didn't like me. I have a way with like freshman girls, alright? I have friends at school watching this. You know what? Sophomore women, y'all know what I'm talking about. By the end of the week, you know, it's like the last night and they're all asking me to give them my number. Now look at my floor. Look at those are jackets over there. My mom's gonna kill me. I met Jim at Pine Springs. The Jim from The Office. What other Jim is there? We had a breakfast squad. It was my camp mom, probably my least favorite mom. Trevor, Wagan, Meth, and Jimbo, and then obviously Zach. Every time I uploaded a video like after Pine Springs, like right after, they would always like just freaking destroy the group text and be like they're all watching it on a TV together. One thing you must know about Kaylee, she likes the kazoo videos. Oh my goodness, my bed is not made at all. Look at this. Kazoo video, probably the most intricate one yet. Private. We're changing that. Boom. I hereby delegate this video to Kaylee. Trevor is my homie. Meth is just meth. Just straight up meth. But these are two new parents, and they like literally don't even know me. It's the first night, and I'm just like, Dad, and he's like, what? And I'm like, do mommy and daddy love each other? And he's just like, at the end of the week, you know, we had a skit, and I like to write the skits. I made sure that I was the center of attention in our skit, so I was the narrator. It was like these people treat a rich person better than like a poor person, and then after that, our dad killed Zach and all this, and it was just hilarious. I went like act one, like right into the mic, and it was so good. Like I cannot tell you, my voice has not been like so perfect. I'm surprised I went like act one, act two. Our entire family sitting at a table together, eating dinner. And so what we wanted to do was we wanted Zach to just be like really, really annoying, and then our dad would like kill him. And so Zach got out the mic app on his phone, and he's just going and just being really loud. He's like, hey dad, hey dad, hey dad, hey dad. And all the girls like, Zach, stop. He's like, Zach, I'm not gonna ask you again. And Zach goes, big brain detector. He grabbed dad's cap and he went, and it didn't make a noise. And everyone in the crowd went, boom, like he got over the table and started chasing Zach around. And then he catches up with Zach, and he just starts punching on the floor, and everyone, all the girls just like get out, start screaming, and run out of the chapel. I wasn't paying attention at all, but people were telling me how funny it was while I was talking, that Zach was just lying on the floor, and you could just see him like bouncing, because he was laughing, but he had to act dead. And so my dad is just sitting in a chair, reflecting, and we made so sure that he had no idea what was gonna happen. We just said, all right, we need you to sit in the chair and just like look at the ground and be like reflecting and pondering, and I'm gonna narrate your thoughts. And so I sat there with the book, and I was just reading the lines. I went, yes, I done did killed my son. And I don't even think that's funny, but that was probably the loudest it got in there. Everyone died. I had to wait for everyone to stop, and then I'd just be like, are unicorns real? And I just ran on, are mermaids real? Blah blah blah. Is Selena Gomez available? It always feels like you have to do something for the talent show. So what I did was I was like, okay, look at me. You can put me. I mean, like, you see that wall back there? I could totally, like, if I got naked, you wouldn't be able to see me against that wall. Y'all know the meme from the flight attendant video, pasty white pencil celiac. I have my boy Caleb with me. Caleb was my boy. So last minute, like sitting there waiting for me to go up, Cody's like, all right, I want to do it. And so we get up there, and I'm like, all right, well, make sure you introduce me as the great Danton. Basically, that's a reference to The Prestige, Hugh Jackman's character, who actually loses that movie on him. Honestly, I should have been the professor. So he's like, all right, everyone, the great Danton. And I grab the mic, and I'm like, just for any of you nubs out there who have no lives, that is a reference to the greatest magic movie ever. Before I can even say The Prestige, I just hear, Dunkirk. And I'm like, when Olivia screams Dunkirk in the middle of a crowd, you can tell it's Olivia. And I just go, no, The Prestige. She told me she didn't hear magic. She just heard greatest movie. So honestly, I appreciate it. She hated Dunkirk anyway. I stood in front of a white sheet of paper, and then we put the tiger blanket up, and then we dropped the tiger blanket, and then everyone around me just went, oh, and Caleb's like, I assure you, he's here, but he's so pasty, white, pencil, celiac. And I mean, I'm pretty sure he messed that up. He's like, you can't see him against this white sheet of paper. And I felt like the counselors were like actually mad, because we got the white sheet of paper and we started moving it toward the door, and I just moved with the paper, and the counselors were actually like, get the freak out of here, get out of here. I thought they were like actually mad. I was like, shoot. And then they stayed inside, and I ran all the way up around to the top of the new chapel, and they ran up the stairs, and then they put the tiger blanket up, and then they let it go, and then I was like, and everyone's like, woo, and everyone hated it. It was so dumb. I thought it was gonna work way better, but everyone hated it. Bert, he says Dunkirk about everything. He doesn't even give me a number. He's like, you know what I give you? I give you Dunkirk. And I just look at everyone and I go, yeah, Dunkirk. And it's completely silent. Olivia had given up on me. She totally would have been like, yeah, but I already shut her down. I love how I'm wearing this shirt, but I actually never explained it. I don't know, I can't explain it because I'm not in it. Basically, you go to China and you tell people about Jesus. Or if you're a loser, you go to Woodland West. I'm just joking. There's like a Devo every night, right? So there was one that stood out. It was one that involved blindfolds. I remember when they were putting them on. Honestly, Ash was the one putting on the blindfolds. And I was like, you really want to be putting on blindfolds after what happened? But I'm like, are these clean? And she's like, oh my goodness, yes, shut up. We looked like those guys, and they shall not grow old, that had been like hit by mustard gas or something. We're all just in a line, marching real slow, blindfolded. All of a sudden, there were so many other people there. And they come and they're like, hey, follow us. And then someone else would be like, no, don't follow. And so we didn't know what was going on. But eventually, we figured out that basically there were people trying to mislead us, and there were people trying to take us where we wanted to go. And so it was angels and demons. Honestly, Bert wasn't even trying to take me anywhere. He was just trying to keep me from listening to people. I called a bunch of people Sil and Bill at Pine Spring. Whenever my siblings were counselors, they would have like hubbies and wives, right, for their families. And so I had one Sil and 2 Bills. So my Sil, she was there, and then my camp mom was there. I knew my mom. I could tell everything she said was baloney. Ended up going with my Sil. Sil has like an angelic voice. When you're blindfolded, it's a nice voice to hear. We're going all the way up. We've been following Sil the whole way. All of a sudden, it was like, you know what? I don't think we're going the right way. I started to get turned around, and you know, big commotion, right? Because I was like in the front. Okay, I was the one, like, you know, whoever was leading us the whole time, I was the one holding their hand. So in that, you know, Sil's like, oh my goodness, sorry, don't turn around. And then all of a sudden, like, Olivia comes up, she's like, so they're all like, don't turn around, just keep going this way. And I'm like, all right. So I keep on going. Sil takes us up there and she sits us down. Do not talk to anyone, do not get up. I kind of like, right, with the blindfold. And Ash is right there, and I'm like, yeah, are we in heaven? And she's like, yes. All of a sudden, Mike walks up. What are y'all doing here? And I mean, instantly, you recognize his voice. And he was like, this ain't the right place. You're not supposed to be here. We're like, really? And I mean, obviously, the thing is, when your daggum youth minister is telling you you're not in the right place, like, how could you not trust him, you know? And he's like, yo, Mom, I'll get y'all out of here. And I'm just like, Mike, if you're lying, I'm gonna destroy you later. And Zach's behind me, and he just comes out and he's like, Mike, tell me about the crucifixion or something. And Mike just goes, Jesus died for your sins, so what? And we all just go, shoot, and I go, bang. Sil comes back and she grabs us, and she's like, oh, I freaking told you not to move. I'm like, I'm so sorry. She starts walking us back, and the bell rings, and we're not back in heaven. We ventured a bit too far out. We haven't made it quite back, but we're like right outside, and they're like, nope, you didn't make it. It's like, yes, we did. This Devo had like negative effects on some people. Some people took it a completely wrong way. Some people like legit thought like straight up, if they can't even figure out who to listen to on Earth, then they're definitely going to hell. It's nothing like that. It's not like a bunch of people that you know just saying, hey, come follow me, this is the right way. It's not just, hey, come follow me, I'm going to take you to the right place. Well, I don't know where I'm going. You're going to tell me why you're taking me there, and then I'll listen to you. In that Devo, you didn't know. When it comes to real life, we have this for a reason. If it doesn't fall in line with this, then it's a no-go. I never really know what's going on at Devos in Pine Springs. I hate the stupid parties that they have. They have like these rave things where it's dark and flashing lights and music, and everyone's hitting giant beach balls around. And I just don't get, I don't know what's appealing about this to y'all. So there was one where you had to have a ticket, and so they gave us a ticket. I had like a collection of tickets because I was finding them everywhere, you know, like on the ground and stuff. I didn't want to go in, but you know, I gave them my ticket and I walk in, and it's the worst ever. But on the road there, we're walking down the path there, and there are people sitting on the side of the road with blindfolds. I'm like, I hope those don't have gluten on them. There was one rave thing. I went up to my sister and I was like, Peyton, can I please just, I think there's a different one. I'm like, Peyton, I just want to get out of here. I don't want to be here. And she's like, all right. And there's like this, normally there's nothing there, but there was like, they created like a wall basically. So she's like, just go through here. And I'm like, all right. And then it's like some dude's like, you want to know Jesus? I'm like, I don't know. I just want to get out of here. I didn't know that I was supposed to be doing that because they were like, a lot of people stayed in there. They were distracted and they didn't notice that you could walk. I was like, I just wanted to get out of there so bad that I asked my sister, well, I was like, how do I get out of here? And she's like, oh, you know, you can just go through here. I'm like, oh, sweet. But anyway, back to the party thing. So people outside with blindfolds, I don't get it. And then later, you could give up your ticket for those people. Basically, those are the people who had lost their tickets and they didn't have a ticket, so they couldn't go to the party. I totally would have handed every single one I had to those people and gladly stood outside with the blindfold. All right, I got a problem with Pine Springs. So I always got payday and Sprite. At canteen, and on the board, there's no payday. And so I walk him like, what the frick happened to payday? I think it was one of my bills. And he's like, peanut allergy. And I'm just like, peanut allergy, you say? 90% of this board has gluten. There's always a candlelight Devo, but I remember there's this one where your parents would like grab you and they would wash your hands. I remember first year I went and they would like wash our feet and I was like, yeah. So my mom comes and grabs me, she starts washing my hands and she's all like, "Stop, puppy, Jesus loves you." I'm just like, where was this, mother? This is the same woman who gave us the term celiac freak. I freaking love the Breakfast Squad so much. On the trip back from Pine Springs, and we're all in the van, and it's like boy van and girl van, and for some reason Kaylee hops in our van. It's like, that's weird. I can hear her beats. I did not know she was that kind of person. So we had MASH on his phone, and so we played it on the van. And I'm like, yo, Kaylee, you wanna play? And she's just like, sure. Both times when it got to name your crush, Kaylee said confidently 100% Bob. Kaylee eats so freaking fast. We stopped at Subway. She pulls out like a daggum foot-long sub. She takes a bite, and then I just like look over at someone, and then I look back and she's like, and the freaking sub's gone. We're going to tell the entire Skittles story, but the way Tyler heard it. So we get back to the church. Olivia hops in her car, and I run over, and I'm just like, are you sure? Then we get home. My brother's like, how was everything, bro? The worst ever. And he's like, so you and Olivia are close. So in order to explain that, I had to explain, you know, all of them. So I had to pay the Campbell Women Skittles. I paid Ash in green Skittles. I paid Olivia in purple Skittles. One fateful day, Skittlage goes down. What I want you to take away from this: do not throw Skittles at women. I mean, I can't speak from experience because I've never thrown Skittles at women, because it's not a throw if it's underhand. All three of the aimers are walking down the path. I grab Ash and I'm like, you two just keep. I don't know what freaking face Olivia made. Is this like dead? I'm pretty sure that means dead. Yo, I need to talk to you and Olivia right freaking. And she's like, I can go grab her right now. And I'm like, okay. Trevor comes down, he's like, Delta 4-0, and I'm like, shut up, shut up. The bell rings and they just take off. It's the 4th of July. We do a big ol' 4th of July celebration. I'm walking down the stairs, the gamers are walking up, and Ash just goes, good night. And they all take us down the hill and they go to the canteen. I'm like, what the heck? And so everyone's at canteen and someone's like, okay, well, it's it's a holiday, so I guess they're just giving us a second canteen. I'm like, all right. Immediately, bop, there they are. Sorry for the Skittles, sorry for the Devo. The Devo thing, I definitely didn't take like the wrong message. I didn't think anyone was mad at me, but I definitely felt that I had let people down because Sil, Olivia, and Ash all told me that I was in the right spot, and then we got let out. When we went and grabbed Olivia, she was like, worry not, buddy. When I went and talked to Sil, she was like, yeah, what the freak? And I was like, Ash and Olivia are like, Sawyer, come dance with us. And I'm just like, no. Honestly, I might have danced with y'all if this had been the song. I clearly had to edit in that song, so I actually just dabbed in complete silence right there. It was about to be like quiet time. Go over to the log cabin, and I'm like, yo, Ash. Isn't there a guy in the Bible named Joash? Basically, you know, free time come around. It was after the Cowboys and Indians game. I'm not sure. Went up to the log cabin. Everyone was getting ready for the banquet. Ash is like, well, I'm putting my makeup on right now. So I'm sitting outside. Carrie comes outside, and we talk for like 4 hours. And then Ash comes outside, get the thing out, you know, blah, blah, blah. It's something I hadn't talked about in a really long time, I let me tell you. So when it was actually over, I really didn't know what to do then. You know, I really didn't know what to do then. That was the only thing I was thinking one foot in front of the other, really. I just went down to the volleyball court, and I was like, honestly, I really just want to go, like, just go sit in bed at the cabin. But, you know, people, that's, like, discouraged, basically. People could just, like, tell from looking at me that I was, like, upset about something. So I ended up telling a lot more people, like, really briefly, just, like, blah, blah, blah. And they're just like, okay, I got you. And I remember something felt off. I really don't know how to explain it. I was in the wrong spot or something. The same night after there were some baptisms, I ran over to Olivia and I was like, if I put Ash in an awkward position, just like, you know, if I did, then rip, right? And so then we go have a Devo, and we're walking down, run into Ash and Olivia. I was like, so Olivia, and Ash like starts walking over, and I'm just like, and she's like, oh, am I not supposed to be here for this? And I'm just like, is that a normal thing now? Like, do I just start talking to one of you, and that just means like, oh, you know what? But she's like, oh yeah, everything's good. And I'm just like, all right, you know. Over the course of us taking the trip back, I asked Olivia like 18 times. I was like, are you like actually sure? Get through all that. My brother was like, okay, well, you don't need to worry about nothing because no, you're stupid. What happened with the Skittles? So yeah, that's how my brother heard it. That is how you heard it, except with my brother's much greater detail. So now that I want to die, this is a great way to end the video, wanting to die really hard. Thank you very much for being with me. I hope you enjoyed the video. I sure didn't at all. Don't be dumb, children. I'll see you in the next one. Delta 4-0, signing off.